It's been a busy 2 weeks for us here on In the Huddle. Bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb. I mean, listen, we're in World War III to be exact, so there is a lot of bombs going off right now. So salute to all those people that's dealing with the real bombs. But over here, we talk about the sports bombs that's we are getting right now, from Tom Brady on Sunday to Russell Wilson last week to the list goes on and on and on. Guys getting paid. Von Miller getting a 6-year deal at his old ass age. I mean, come on now, bro. Christian Kirk, I never knew he was a number one receiver. He sure got paid like one. And then we get to this time, and about a couple minutes ago, Davante Adams just got the bag. Oh, yeah, he got the bag all right, but not where you thought he got the bag at, because he's traded. He is gone. He is no longer a Green Bay Packer. And as I try to come to terms with what I just heard, we're going to dive right into that. When you look at this division and you look at Adams on the Raiders, starting with Coach, how do you like this fit? And how do you think it impacts the Raiders?
How I like this fit, now I said the Raiders officially have a true number one receiver. And I felt like, the Raiders really put themselves in contention now. I believe that, they really put themselves amongst the top of the teams in the AFC West. I truly believe that they're going to compete against the Chiefs competitively, against the Chargers competitively, against the Broncos competitively. So I believe that, this is definitely going to be a tick-for-tack showdown, especially in those divisional games. And I just felt like, also too, this also portrayed that Derek Carr ain't going nowhere. By them signing, Adams to a 5-year deal, I believe that, Derek Carr will still be the Raiders' long-term solution at quarterback. And also, too, right now as you speak, I have the Raiders as contenders. Right now as you speak. As of March 17th, 2022, I have the Raiders as contenders.
I think when you look at this Raiders offense, they improved tremendously by trading their draft picks. I think they may be early on, because I don't see how the Packers will take anything later than a first and a second round pick. I would assume is that early. It could be later, but I believe they take early picks. My thing is that no one's talking about the biggest guy who's going to benefit off of the arrival of Davante Adams, because you got Davante Adams, you got Renfro, and you got Waller. But then Josh Jacobs doesn't have a field day now, because now the fields will be open for him. You can't stack the box when you have Davante Adams out there. You can, and also Darren Waller. Darren Waller had an off year because he was arguably the best receiver on that team. Now you got Davante Adams. You can't double up on Waller and Adams and not worry about Josh Jacobs in the backfield. So it'll be interesting how much production we're going to see Josh Jacobs get this season, because he might have a great year. Just because of the addition of Davante Adams, the offense tremendously gets better because of how talented Davante Adams is. You can't keep him isolated out there. You can't just do a one-on-one with a cornerback with him out there. It's very similar to the prime of Julio Jones, where there's no one that can stop him. You got to triple him, and even then, he was still getting the ball. So that's something that even DeAndre Hopkins in his peak, when the guys were trying their best to cover him, all coverages, man and coverage, double him, triple him with coverage. He was getting the ball regardless. You can't stop the guy. And that's something that Davante Adams is. And I think Darren Waller should have more open opportunities to get the ball. I think he's somebody that's going to really establish his dominance early in the season, because they're going to put so much pressure on trying to guard Adams. And then Jacobs as well. Like I said, Jacobs, I anticipate him having a great year because of Adams' arrival on that team. I think Adams, he's going to have a good year. Adams has a good year every year, no matter how much coverage is on him. But I anticipate, like I said, Jacobs, this is his year to really establish his dominance and kind of put his foot on the necks of a lot of running backs in the league and say, hey, I'm here now, because, I got nothing but space to run up the middle.
This whole time, I was just visualizing the roster. You talk about Darren Waller. Like, clearly, that was their go-to guy, and he's double covered most of the time. Now imagine, not even imagine, it's a reality now. Davante Adams over there, you can't double team either, because the other is going to eat. And then you got the running game, you got Josh Jacobs, because you can't stack the box. And I'm just looking at this. The Raiders, the AFC West, bro, like the AFC West is lethal. Like, I'm looking at the Chargers. I thought the Chargers were the team to beat, prior to this move because of what they got defensively with Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson. Now they can stop somebody along with scoring. They always been one of the most like prolific scoring teams, especially last season, in particular. But there were a few analytic plays from actually turning some of those L's to W's and potentially winning that division. Like they were this close. Like they were literally an analytic play or two from beating Kansas City and taking that division. Mm-hmm. So I thought they got better. Now I'm looking at this move right here, and I'm saying, yo, the Raiders beat the Chargers too to get to the playoffs. Yo, the Raiders might be the team to beat, bro. Like, I know it may sound cliche and it may sound like wild heat of the moment, but I'm just looking at this impact that Davante Adams is going to make for this team. And I think, Coach, you landed on the money right there. You landed on the money. You said that now this makes Derek Carr, that whole situation where he was in rumors, oh, he may go to Cleveland. Nah, that's dead. This move right here to get his guy means that Derek Carr is going to be here for the long haul. And maybe now Derek Carr, who was flirting under that underrated stature that people labeled him as, or underrated quarterback, a guy that always produces, but the win column never accounts for it. And we got a lot of casual fans. Not everybody's watching the Raiders. So, of course, people going to look at the L column and say, well, this dude is whack. When in all actuality, he's doing everything he can around a dysfunctional franchise that's been dysfunctional since the Tuck rule. Now, he probably might get the light and shine that he needs to be known as a quarterback that's right under that top tier list, right under that top, 10 range. He's right there, like 11, 12. He's right there at that echelon over there, creeping into star territory. And I just like this move, bro. I think the Raiders won free agency. Chandler Jones, let's not forget about that move. They got Chandler Jones the other day to go alongside Max Crosby. That defense is looking legit now. Like, their defensive line was always good the last couple of years. Yo, their defense is looking stout. Their offense is going to put up 30. This might be the team to beat. The AFC West is on fire.
The only thing I want to say is the Chiefs right now are very upset. They are very upset with what transpired. They're not liking this one bit. So I know that's something that's plaguing their minds. Like, damn, the AFC West just got this strong. It's not a walk in the park to win his division now. So Patrick Mahomes and those boys got to show us that they could do something, because if not, they can easily go third in this division. Like, it's so fast. It could go easy. It could go as easy as they could lose.
Bro. They could be last.
They could be last.
It's funny to say, but the Kansas City Chiefs may be last in this division. Their drop-off might be crazy. They might go from a team that's been dominated 4 straight AFC championships to last in their division.
And to make matters worse, they lost two key guys on defense. They lost their cornerback in Ward to San Fran, and don't forget Tyrann Matthews. He's a free agent right now. So defensively, they're not looking too good at all.
Yo, it's funny because they had the worst defense in the division, clearly, and now they losing their leader possibly in Tyrann Matthew. Yeah. Well, their defense is set up for the dogs, bro. Their defense is set up for the dogs. Ain't no way Patrick Mahomes is going to scramble out of this one. He ain't going to scramble out of this bad boy. Their defense going to give up 40. They're going to have to put up 45. I just don't know if they can do it, bro, because now these teams here got offense and defense. Broncos got offense and defense. The Chargers got offense and defense. The Raiders got offense and defense. Listen, Davante Adams is the best wide receiver in the world. He's going to have a field day. I love this fit for Davante Adams more so than any other thing. And I think that Derek Carr, he got his toy. He's ready. Listen, watch out for the Derek Carr show. He may get his jurisdiction due.
The Can You Dig It Sports Radio Network is here. Revolutionize the game of media. Be a dig.